The farmer says that here far from the city we make our roadside stand and ask for some city money to feel in hand to try if it will not make our being expand. So what he's clearly saying, what is the purpose of this staying or trying to sell products on the roadside? We want some city money. Ask for some city money to feel in hand. We want to have some city money to try if it will not make our being expand. We want to change our life. We want to expand our life by having some city money and give us the life of the moving pictures promise. Here the moving pictures means the life of the film. So and we want to access the life of that is depicted in that can be seen through the movie pictures. So they are dreaming about a better life, having the money of the city people that the party in power is said to be keeping from us. So what is the problem with them? The promised money from the hands of the politicians that is there in the power, and that is not able to reach within the hands of the farmers, that the party in power is said to be keeping from us. So the political parties are keeping the money from them, keeping the money away from them. It is in the news that all these pitiful kin are to be bought out and mercifully gathered into live in villages. So in the news they can hear such promises from the mouth of politicians. The pitiful, the pathetic kin relationships are to be brought and mercifully gathered. So their charity, they are talking about the charity, how they can save the life of the poor farmers in those living in the villages next to the theater and the store. So through the news channels, politicians are always giving promises how to make the life of the farmers better by bringing them into the cities, by replacing them to near the theater and stores of the cities, where they won't have to think for themselves anymore. So what is the life promised there in the cities? And they were not have to think for themselves anymore. They don't want to be complained anymore in the future about their life. So they will be given money, they will be given a place in the city itself, they will be able to overcome their poverty. That is the promised life offered to the villages by the politician, while greedy good doers, beneficent beasts of prey, swarm over their lives, enforcing benefits. Here is talking about greedy good doers and beneficent beasts of prey. These are attributes to politicians. Here you can see negative and positive things put together. Greedy, greedy people, they have so much wish for or quest for money. Greedy people, atyagrihi. Greedy good doers, those who are doing worthy things. So greedy good doers, positive and negative qualities. And beneficent, benevolent, beneficent, it is something positive. And beast of prey, beast, a wild animal of prey, animal, haunted animal. These two oxymorons means positive and negative qualities are put together side by side to talk about something. So greedy good doers and beneficent beasts of prey swarm over their lives, enforcing benefits. So they are swarming, gathering over the lives of the poor people, enforcing, compelling benefits that are calculated to soothe them out of their wits. So, such people, such hypocrites, such politicians, they are always surrounding these poor people to soothe, to comfort. So, what are the promises or the calculated promises that can console or comfort the life of the poor people? And by teaching them how to sleep, they sleep all day, destroy their sleeping at night the ancient way. So, here they are trying to, the rich city people, the politicians, the hypocrites, they are trying to destroy the sleep of the poor people by giving promises. It has been there from the old days, from the ancient days itself. Sometimes I feel myself I can hardly bear. See how Robert Frost feels with the farmers. Sometimes I feel myself I can hardly bear. He's not able to bear. He's not able to suffer that pain of that people. How they have been cheated by the hypocrites from the ancient old days itself. The thought of so much childish longing in vain. So to have a better life is always a childish longing, a childish wish. It is never going to fulfill. It is vain. It is futile. It is in vain. The sadness that lurks near the open window there. So what is the sadness? So the lives of the poor farmer will be always with the sadness that lurks. Lurks means moving around. Tiger lurks. Okay, the way how tiger moves. The sadness that, so in the life of the farmer, sadness is always lurking around or near the open window there, that waits all day in almost open prayer. The farmer is always praying to have a better life, but sadness is there clinging or lurking there near the open window. For the squeal of brakes, the sharp sound, squeal means the sharp sound, pure sound that breaking, the sound of a stopping car. So at that time the farmer, while the farmer is thinking about these whole things, he can hear that stopping sound of the car with such a terrible noise. Of all the 1,000 selfish car that pass, all the 1,000 cars are passing in front of, through the road, in front of his shed, and he uses the word selfish cars. The human quality, the human adjective, negative feeling, the selfish, that is added to cars that pass. The poet uses personification here. The abstract quality of selfish is added to inhuman, non-human object, cars. So, daily or thousands of selfish cars pass through the road. Just want to inquire what a farmer's prices are. And on did stop, but only to plow up grass, in using the yard to back and turn around. So what is the purpose of stopping? Some cars in front of the shed? Just to inquire. the price of the products. And on did stop, but only to plow up grass. Just coming out of the car and plowing the grass, in using the yard to back and turn around, just to watch surroundings. And another to ask the way to where it was bound, to ask about the route where the road reaches. And another to ask, could they sell it a gallon of gas? It is meaningless. Can a farmer sell a gallon of gas? So nonsensical questions. So when some thousands of cars daily passing in front of him, and he will be using, they will be simply asking some nonsensical questions like, can you lend some gallon of gas, or where the road reaches, and like this. But they are not in a mentality to buy something, and through helping, and they are not in a mood to help the farmer by buying something. They could not. This grossly they had none, didn't it see? No. In country money, the country scale of Cain, the requisite lift of spirit has never been found. So, they are not ready to give the country money and the scale of Cain. If they want to buy something from the city, that will not be equal to the scale of money that they can buy from the country. The requisite lift of spirit has never been found. So they don't have that spirit to buy something from the farmer that they shows when they are buying from the city. Or so the voice of the country seems to complain. I can't help owing the great relief it would be to put these people at on stroke out of their pain. So how Robert Frost is trying to picturize the pain of the people. He feels that the voice of the country always seems to complain. The voice of the country seems to complain how I can't help owing the great relief it would be to put these people at one stroke out of their pain. At least let them have some stroke, let them have the pain of death to save their life from such pains of living, such pains of living in this poverty. So at least death can help them to overcome their poverty. So Robert Frost wishes, normally we won't be able to wish such things. At least death can give them comfort or solace from this pain. And then next day, as I come back into the scene, I wonder how I should like you to come to me and offer to put me gently out of my pain. Poet hopes that after the death, the farmers will meet poet and says that now they are in a comfortable life. So, what Robert Frost is trying to tell through the poem that the country people, if the country people want to better their life, if they will be able to live a life as with that of the city people, The money of the city people has to be brought into the hands of the farmers or the people of the villages. It has to be circulated equally, otherwise that will be always within the hands of the city people, and the poor people, poor farmers will be always in such a pathetic life. They will be always born, brought up and meet death in the same deplorable condition, in the same painful condition. So the poet hopes at least death can give them some comfort or solace, and after the death they will be meeting poet and saying that now we are free from all the pathos of the world. Okay, thank you.